Scott, congratulations. What are your initial impressions of the win?
Just that we needed it. Thought the guys put in a good week under some tough circumstances, and we have a lot of work to do, a lot of improvement to make still if we want to make a run at this postseason. But we needed to get a win, and it was a hard-fought battle by the end of it.
I feel like you've got a monkey off your back in some ways with the way it was building with 3 in a row at home. You don't want to make 4 in a row at home, clearly. Was it one that you just needed to get back onto that winning track?
Yeah, I mean, we needed to get it for that reason. We needed to get it for, just to keep pace with the other top teams in the league, in the standings. So I would say the monkey's still on the back, but maybe he's hanging by one arm, maybe.
You have a bit of a laugh there. How much pressure was there on the group?
Yeah, I do think there was pressure on the group. Obviously, it's we needed it. Like, we were building towards this, I think. I think we should have got this done a long time ago, but the fact that we got it, and we did it in a way that we wanted to, which is on a defensive end, which is really encouraging. So still a lot of room to grow for us. Still a lot of things we can do better, but really good to see us move in the right direction.
Scott, what did you make of the defence, especially in the first half, to hold them to 36, 16 in the first quarter? It looked like there was more intent shown by everyone.
Yeah, no, I think all like Hodgie said, all the guys are buying in and trying to, trust each other defensively, really lock in on what their roles are defensively, and they are encouraging each other from the bench to really keep playing hard and take it one possession at a time. Those are all the key things, I think, for us defensively. So we had a few little lapses where we let them get loose, but I think I thought it was one of our better defensive efforts in the last few weeks.
You talked about Vic Law's game. He was obviously in a bit of doubt yesterday, and even he mentioned on the TV that he wasn't even confident this morning of playing. To come out and still perform like he didn't play 35 minutes with the injury cloud hanging over his head, how impressed were you by him?
I was impressed by his toughness, but I think I could say that about a lot of our guys too. I'm sure every team is experiencing the same stuff where at this point in the season people are banged up and have some nagging injuries and some stuff that they're playing through. So that kind of effort is going to be necessary for us to get to that postseason, not just from Vic, but from a bunch of guys, and we've been getting it. So I think we have some reinforcements coming this week, at least I hope so. So hopefully we can keep everyone healthy going into the next 2 games.
That looks like you went down with a rib at one point or a hip, and then it looked like you hurt your leg at another point during the game. Were you a little bit nervous as you were crashing to the ground a couple of times about how the body was going to pull up?
Not really. I mean, got hit in the ribs a couple of times. That's just sort of how it is. You understand that. I appreciate Scott getting me out of there straight away. It did hurt, but it's just one of those things that wear off and then you get back in there. So I wasn't worried that it hurt myself badly or anything like that. It's just, you get hit, man. It's a physical game.
How much are you looking forward to having Mitch Norton and Michael Fraser back with you to provide some extra talent, extra bodies out on the court?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be amazing. I think this season we've been allergic to having our full roster, so to finally get that and get those guys back in rhythm heading into the playoffs and making a playoff push, obviously, is going to be instrumental for us. Like, those are 2 very quality players, and we need them.
Well, Scott, this is Evan here. I says that he looks after his own group and worries about who he's got rather than who he doesn't have. But from a playing perspective, has it been unsettling only having the entire roster together twice for the whole season?
Is that for me?
You, Matt.
Oh, it's for me? Oh, right. Unsettling, yes. Yeah, I would say it is. But we're just timing our run, I guess.
Is there anyone else, Wade?
That's fine. Anyone Craig a break to back soon?
Yep, this one's for Scott. The other day it was announced that Sherwood was going to be out for the remainder of the season, and he signed a 2-year deal last year to stay in Perth and was expected to play a big part of the team this year. He started a grand final do-or-die game. And as a coach, how have you seen his injury situation unfold this year?
Well, it's been a disappointing year for Corey. That's probably the understatement of the year. The little action he did have this season, I thought he played really well, and I was excited about what he was going to do this season. So I just don't want him to get discouraged, as hard as that will be for him. I think on the bright side, going into next season, I think I'm not 100% sure on this, but I think he'll be getting close to playing by early August. And this current season, he wasn't at that stage until, well, it was after I got here. So he wouldn't have had much time to ramp up and get ready. So on the bright side, he can put this year behind him and have a really good preseason to get ready for next year. And I'm sure he'll bring some great things to the team next season.
Thanks, Jackson. Final call, guys.
Yeah, just one more for me, Scott. Luke Travers again had another scouting delay. He seems to be handling the pressure really well. Like, that's 2 games in a row where he knows he's being watched and where he's had big performances. You talk a little bit about how he has handled that in the past couple of games.
Yeah, I mean, like I said in the media the other day, these scouts are watching every game. It wasn't like they just found out about him today and came down to Perth. They've watched every game, and if we're being honest with everyone, they're really watching the New Zealand guys more than anybody. So it's a good opportunity for guys like Luke to get some extra eyes on him that may or may not have been there in person were it not for those other 2 guys in the other locker room. So I thought he played pretty well. I've also been saying all season I think he deserves a little bit more respect, so to speak, in the scouting world, we'll say. But there are some people that appreciate him, and he's got a lot of work to do to improve. Really, we just want him to be consistent every game with his effort and his intensity. And just like the other guys that were out there in crunch time, he made some big plays. It was really a good team win, and I think that if he can help us win, that will also be a nice little feather in his cap when guys come to evaluate him.